right, I'm back, and now we want to talk about the third way that energy can move from one place to another, and this is through radiation. So this is in the form of electromagnetic radiation. So in an earlier episode, we talked about the electromagnetic spectrum. And so in the electromagnetic spectrum, you had radio on this side, and then on this side over here, you had the gamma rays. So it went from radio to infrared light, and then to visible light, and then to ultraviolet light, and then to X-rays, and then to gamma rays. So all of these different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum are different kinds of light. And then we found out that light can carry energy. And so the formula for it was that the energy that light can carry depended on a constant, which was called Planck's constant, and then this thing, which kind of looks like a V, was the frequency. So depending on the frequency of the wave, so these ones over here have a very, very low frequency. These over here have a very, very high frequency. So this kind of energy over here, or this kind of light over here, has more energy than this kind of light over here. And you know this because there's radio waves that are going right through your head now, you know, telephone communications and things like that, but yet it's not affecting you. But if you go outside, ultraviolet light can give you a sunburn. So it has more energy. And then gamma rays are given off by like nuclear processes, and they have even more energy. So light has different kinds of energy associated with it, and then the movement of this light in the form of a wave, so these are electromagnetic waves that travel at the speed of light, so we're going to call that radiation. And so this is the way that the Earth gets its energy from the sun. So it doesn't really give, we don't get energy from the sun through conduction because there's not enough material in outer space to conduct the energy. So there is actually gas molecules in outer space, but they're not close enough to be able to conduct heat very well. Similarly, there is gas molecules out there, but they're not moving enough through convection to be able to transfer the energy. So the vast majority of the energy that we get from the sun is in the form of radiation. And then that radiation then travels through the clouds and it heats up the ground so that the ground conducts heat, and then when it gets to the surface of the Earth, it then turns into radiation again, but just a teeny tiny distance is carried by the radiation, and then what it does is it starts hitting the air molecules and makes the air molecules start to move, and then that causes convection in the atmosphere. So all three of these different processes are involved in and on the Earth. All right, so let's take a break, and when we come back, let's talk about some of the mathematics of each of these different processes.